Yo, what's good YouTube? It's Christian. I'm back again with another reaction video. And today we got the 17-year-old that was murdered for insulting a cartel boss. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this story. I did hear of it, but I honestly don't remember when it was. It might have been like a few years back or something. But I remember hearing of this and I was fucking shook because I think this was this was the time that I started reacting to corridos and all that. And I was like I just started. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was tripping out. I didn't say nothing bad about him, but it's like, you know, you never know what's gonna happen. But I never knew like the backstory behind like what bro did. All I know is like he was just talking, or I just know that the cartel killed him. That's all I know about it. And I don't think I've ever seen his videos. I don't know how popular he was, but apparently he said some crazy shit and now he's not here no more, unfortunately. So we're gonna figure out what bro said and what the fuck the cartel did, because this was honestly like, I seen this pop up right now on my recommended. I was like, yeah, I need to watch this. I don't even know if you guys ever heard of this, but shout out the Fugitive Crime for making this video. I'm gonna leave the link to the original video down below, so if you guys want to go check it out, you can. But let's just get it popping.
Of the many sins that could be forgiven due to intoxication, insulting a drug lord is not often one of them.
Yeah,
17-year-old Juan Luis
I'm straight on that one.
Ended up dead just weeks after a video of him insulting El Mencho went viral. El Mencho, whose actual name is Ruben Oseguet.
Weeks? Just weeks, not even like months. Like they found bro like that. Like
Cervantes is the owner of Mexico's fastest growing cartel, the Jalisco Nueva Generacion. Did El Mencho have hand in Rosales' death? And how exactly did it all go down?
How are you gonna be 17 and disrespect one of the biggest cartel leaders in the world and dangerous? That makes zero sense to me. It's like bro was asking for a death wish.
Today, I will be uncovering the events surrounding the life of Rosales up until his death.
Nah, he was drinking
in the state of Sinaloa in Mexico. Growing up, he never knew his father, and after staying with his mother for a while, she took him to his grandmother, who ended up raising him. However, Rosales left his grandmother's home and dropped out of high school when he was 15. As if wanting to erase every trace of his origin, he also left Navolato and made for a nearby town called Culiacan. Culiacan became his new home, and Rosales settled in pretty.
Is he with a fucking tiger? Bro.
Realizing that he had then to fend for himself, he took the job of washing people's cars and was earning what little he could. By the time Rosales turned 17, he had become the envy of most teenagers his age. At this time, he was earning way more than was expected of a teenager. Plus, it wasn't just about the kind of mini wealth he had amassed. It was also about how he went about making his money. Rosales was a party freak. He often posted videos of himself partying and drinking, so much so that both activities could have passed as his profession. In these videos, which Rosales uploaded—
This fucking guy, look at him, bro. Is this what money could do for you? I could guarantee you, bro. If he wasn't big and popping like that and had no money, this would not be happening right here. Unless it's like that. He got it like that. But honestly, I don't fucking know.
Social media accounts, he would hold up bottles and cans of beer, whiskey, vodka, you name it, and pour them into his mouth. This habit of excessive drinking always led to a very intoxicated Rosales displaying his drunken antics for all to see. Strangely, Rosales began to grow famous by posting videos of his drinking adventures on social media.
That's how he got famous?
People across Mexico and even beyond enjoyed watching these videos. Sometimes he would also post videos of himself taking drugs, passing out from excessive drinking, and throwing money around.
Nah.
While Rosales did all of these, his fan base kept growing. He had over 34,000 followers on Twitter, over 300,000
Hey, that's how Steve will do it, blow up. Now look at bro, he's fucking multi-millionaire, one of the biggest people on YouTube and shit. That is insane for drinking. Like he's on another level than this kid, but this kid was like probably just posting himself being stupid, like passing out. I don't know, I just don't like drinking like that, you feel me? Like, I'm a smoker. I never really understood drinking, and like I'll drink every here and there, like for social events, and I don't know, I just don't like the after feel of it.
And over 1 million on Facebook.
Damn.
In no time, Rosales became a buzz on the internet and went by the nickname El Pirata de Culiacan, which means the pirate of Culiacan. Apparently this nickname was born out of the fondness he grew to have for Culiacan. Due to his popularity, the pirate of Culiacan began to earn spots as a guest in music videos, influential parties, and
They just have bro in the background drinking at Tecate. But I want to be in a music video in the background just smoking a blunt or something. Like, come on, bro.
Promotional gatherings. People who didn't know his age easily classified him as an adult. Rosales didn't help matters either, as he kept up with his excessive drinking
bro.
lifestyle. In Mexico, the legal age for drinking
is me. Nah.
Care less about that. Instead, he indulged himself even more. It almost seemed like he didn't want people to know how old he truly was, as he made it a habit to post pictures and videos of himself handling bundles of cash or posing in luxurious cars and motorcycles. In an attempt to keep up with his being an adult facade, Rosales sometimes painted a beard on his face. This often replaced his younger look with one a lot more mature. He also had tattoos on both of his arms, a tiger and a pirate, which alluded to him being the pirate of Culiacan. Like all of these weren't enough, the 17-year-old also took to social media posting pictures of himself with scantily clad ladies. Most of the time, these ladies were significantly older than he was. In addition to that, he would post pictures of himself.
See, look, bro, like, this is what I feel like you can't do. He gave himself the nickname, the Pirate of Culiacan. Like, giving yourself a nickname is just like, alright, bro, that's one thing. And then posting pictures, posted up with a beer and like a fucking gun like that, that's another thing. Like, that you're like asking for some shit to happen. People to test you, you feel me?
At this point, it is safe to say that anyone living this kind of life would feel invincible and develop the mindset that he could get away with anything. Slowly, Rosales was cultivating that mindset, and it did not help.
Look
he broke
it!
the law several times and got away with it. Legally, Rosales wasn't supposed to do drugs, flaunt weapons, and take alcohol since he was still a minor, but he continued to do just that. He boldly did all of these things, and even went as far as sharing the pictures and videos on his social media accounts. In August of 2017, Rosales was arrested for underage drinking, which you have to admit was long overdue, seeing how the teenager was far from the legal drinking age at the time. Of course, this incident did next to nothing to help Rosales, because after he was released, he immediately picked up where he left off. During an interview with the producer of Univision...
This is literally like the definition of the fame getting to you, bro. Like, he's an alcoholic. Two, like, he's just spending all his money on alcohol and just like, honestly, it's because he's so young, but fuck, bro, like... stupid.
Pepe Garza, Rosales stated that he was an alcoholic, but he wanted to change that so he could pursue a music career. He further said that he had signed a contract with Cash Records and added, "I want to learn to sing now. That's going to be my motto." And perhaps the authorities didn't do enough, because although these videos usually went viral, implying that the authorities probably caught
that shit makes me want to throw up, bro.
They barely intervened. Instead, the Pirate of Culiacan kept rising in fame. He gained more followers, more invites to parties, and more business deals. Seeing how there was no one in his way, Rosales continued to push boundaries without a care in the world. But you know, the thing about boundaries is that you can only push so far.
Exactly.
Ben Oseguera Cervantes, aka El Mencho. In December 2017, Rosales released a video making jest of El Mencho, where he said, "El Mencho a mí me pela la verga," which roughly translates to saying that El Mencho can suck his... In the video, Rosales was visibly intoxicated.
Alright, bro. How do you have enough balls to make a video? Like, you don't even know, bro, right? Like, you don't even know this El Mencho guy. Like, you know who he is, he doesn't know who you are, and you don't know who he is personally. But the first things you say about him publicly, like online, is to suck my dick, bro. One of the biggest cartel leaders in the world, that's what you're gonna tell him? Just like for clout? Like, that's crazy.
Due to excessive drinking, as per usual. If the circumstances were different, this video would probably have passed as one of the many stunts he often pulled.
Bro, look at him.
It probably would have gained him more followers and more recognition. However, the circumstances were very different from what he was accustomed to. In the video, Rosales had referred to El Mencho, leader of Cartel de Jalisco Nueva Generación. As we mentioned earlier in the video, Cartel de Jalisco Nueva Generación translates to New Generation Jalisco Cartel. This cartel is popularly known as one of the deadliest organized crime syndicates in Mexico.
Come on. How? Like, why would you test your luck with one of the deadliest cartels, like, in Mexico? Like I wouldn't even understand messing with one of the weakest ones. That shit's stupid too. Like why would you even go and mess with the cartel? Like in the US, bro, you can make diss tracks on diss tracks and diss tracks. Nothing's gonna happen to you. But if you talk shit about the cartel, like they're gonna find you. And shit's gonna happen.
They're usually described as the most violent and second most powerful cartel in Mexico. The first being Cartel de Sinaloa. Cartel de Sinaloa was once championed by the drug lord El Chapo. The new generation Jalisco cartel is somewhat new, especially compared to cartels that have been around.
They're ruthless, bro.
It is just over 10
Why would you do this?
It has grown significantly in wealth and power. The cartel was put together after a splinter group chose detachment from another crime syndicate known as the Millennial Cartel. The new generation Jalisco cartel might still be in its development stage, but over time it has easily drawn the attention of the general public, including the media. One time, it was said that they shut down an army helicopter with an RPG in an attempt to protect their boss. The incident led to the death of 6 soldiers. Another time, they cut off the head of a pig and sent it to an attorney general in a bid to have him feel intimidated. In another of their escapades, they laid an ambush for a group of policemen and were able to kill about...
You know what this kid's problem was? He got to the point where no one was telling him anything or doing anything to him. He was like this guy said, he was pushing the boundaries. So he literally fucking, like, he just kept going. He kept going. No one told him to stop. He never got any consequences for his actions or his words until like he finally went too far. Like he really thought he was unstoppable. Really thought he was unstoppable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
In addition to all of these, the new generation Jalisco cartel has been responsible for the deaths of judges, members of Congress, and ordinary citizens. They also have a reputation where drugs are concerned. According to US officials, they are the major suppliers of over 1/3 of illegal drugs.
How much money do people, like regular people in cartel, make?
Distributing in Europe and Asia. The new generation
because there's a gang of them. There's a lot.
Has multiple methamphetamine labs set up across Mexico. They not only produce and sell crystal meth illegally, but they also do the same with cocaine. While it might look like this cartel only has brutal mass murders and illegal drugs to its name, you should know that it is also famous for stealing crude oil. Other criminal activities they engage in include selling arms, kidnapping, extortion, and other violent crimes. Unlike El Chapo, everything about El Mencho screams mystery. It is said that he loves working from the shadows, almost like a ghost. El Mencho is not only on the list of the top wanted criminals in Mexico, but also in the United States. In Mexico...
How do you talk shit to someone that is literally the most wanted in Mexico and the US? Make that make sense to me. Why would you do that? It's like he was asking to die, bro. Like, I don't feel like anyone is that stupid to even try that, except that kid.
Drug trafficking, illegal possession of weapons, and his being involved in organized crime. El Mencho started off as a member of the Millennial Cartel, but soon decided to create his own organized crime organization because his bosses often got arrested or killed. After the arrest of El Chapo, El Mencho quickly rose to fame. Owning one of the deadliest cartels in Mexico, the new generation Jalisco cartel has had several affiliations to brutal mass murders in the past. In 2011, authorities found 35 dead bodies on the streets of Veracruz, a port city on the Gulf of Mexico. These bodies appeared tortured and dismembered. In 2013, this same cartel raped and murdered a 10-year-old girl whom they believed to have been a daughter of a rival cartel leader. After killing her, they proceeded to set her on fire. It was already too late when they realized she wasn't who they thought she was. Under his leadership, Mexico recorded a 20% rise in homicide rates, with a record of 20.
What the f... I'm not even gonna say nothing. I don't want to say the wrong things and have them fucking come after me. Nah, that's crazy, bro. That's fucking brutal. Like, they go to the extreme. They go to the fucking extreme.
Equated to an average of about 69 deaths per day. There are alleged reports that El Mencho was once a member of the police force, but was sentenced to 3 years in prison for selling heroin. Whether or not that is true, it is pretty evident that the man is no longer on that side of the law. His infamous nature led the United States government to put a bounty offer on his head. It is said that whoever is able to provide information that is likely to lead to his arrest will be rewarded with a sum of $10 million.
He's that wanted?
This has been recorded as the highest sum of money the U.S.
Nah, you know what's crazy? If you snitch on bro, like, you know where he's at and you snitch on them, they're gonna find out that you did it and you're gonna die. So like no matter how much money is offered, you're gonna die. That's probably why it's so high, because they know there's a huge risk in it.
And is willing to pay as a bounty. As you might have expected as well, the drug lord also has a bounty offer on his head in his hometown. In Mexico, authorities are willing to pay the sum of 30 million pesos, which is equivalent to $1.5 million US. Knowing all of these, it shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone that El Mencho is not the kind of guy to play around with. However, Rosales chose to do precisely that. He not only cursed the infamous drug lord, but he also went ahead and released the video on the internet. A video which many Mexican press publications called, in effect, the initiator of a countdown for his time here on Earth. The murder. On December 18th, 2017, weeks after the video of Rosales calling out El Mencho went viral, he made the second biggest mistake that likely sped up that countdown. He had made a post telling his fans to meet him at a bar in the Guadalajara metropolitan area in Jalisco. Meanwhile, this area...
Never post where you're at until after you leave. That goes for everything in life, bro. You never know who's after you. You never know what's gonna happen. Never post until you leave.
To be where many of the drug trades took place in Jalisco. At about 11 p.m. that same day, a group of men carrying guns swarmed into the bar and started shooting. Although it is said that Rosales was the main target, a 25-year-old employee in the bar also got killed. It was reported that Rosales was shot about 15 to 18 times, which means he definitely died on the spot. He was only able to be identified through the tattoos he had on his arms. Rosales' death is included in the 1,400 people who died in the state of Jalisco that year, even though there were speculations that El Mencho was responsible for the death of Rosales, seeing as the teen died just weeks after the video about El Mencho went viral. The killers have still not been identified, therefore, no one has yet been arrested for the death of the 17-year-old. A Mexican newspaper, Periódico Supremo, reposted the video and captioned it, "I firm su trato de muerte," which means, thus signed his deal of death. While some of Rosales' fans shared their condolences, a few mentioned that he should have known better than to make jest of a drug lord such as El Mencho.
Real
Instagram
shit.
star remembered Rosales after his death by posting a caption that read, "He told me that he wanted to change, but on the weekend there was no lack of bad influences. You were living a fast life, you never listened, and I don't judge you. Those who knew you know you were a good person." Be that as it may, Juan Luis Lagunas Rosales could have lived a much longer life under normal circumstances. However, he chose to live a fast life, and then he took things way too far when he decided to play with fire. He got the fame he sought from pushing the boundaries, and it cost him his life. To check out other cases such as this one, kindly click on one of the 2 videos on your screen. See you there.
That is insane, bro. Like how, like I'm pretty sure most sane people in the world will not do what bro did. Most sane people, unless you really like, you think you're unstoppable and untouchable, which a lot of people do, but I don't think they'll go to the extent that he did. That is crazy. This is why you just gotta keep it peaceful now. Don't just be humble, bro. I think the fame got to him. Someone said he's a good guy, this and that, but at the end of the day, you did what you did. You think like you think that he was scared and knew something was gonna happen after he posted the video? There's no way that he didn't, right? Because if I posted something like that, I wouldn't leave. I wouldn't know what to do, to be honest with you. I wouldn't leave my house. I'd probably move. Like, there's no way I would ever post a video like that. They got me fucked up. But yeah, comment down below what you guys want me to react to next. I kind of like watching these videos of like stories of like cartels and just crazy shit like this, to be honest with you. So if you guys know any that you want me to react to, just let me know. Comment down below what you guys want me to react to next. Subscribe if you're new. Like this video if you enjoyed it. I'm out.
Sorry, girl, I gotta go. Yeah, you know this ain't the old me. Try to